Good morning, everybody. Craig DeLeo here. And I don't want to make this video, but I'm going to make this video. And the reason for this is I have had a few conversations, and these are conversations that predate me deciding to try to go down this road of politics. And this goes out to a lot of my GLBTQ plus community. And the reason for this is I get a lot of feedback from the GLBTQ and predominantly the trans community regarding how much they dislike the Christian community. And when I hear these conversations and I'm part of these conversations, I really dislike having these conversations because I very much find myself trying to defend the Christian community, and I find it painful, the fact of I'm finding myself trying to defend the Christian community. And every single time I have these conversations, I find it painful because they talk about how much hate and how much pushback they've got from the Christian community. And my answer is, well, they're not Christians. And the reason why I say that, and I'm going to say this, because to me, the teachings of Christ are love. And the fact of these individuals are not following the teachings of Christ. And I'm going to look at my Christian community and I'm going to say, please, Christian community, chime in. And I want you to chime in because to me, the teachings of Christ taught love. Whatever you do unto the least of my children, and when Christ said children, he meant all people, you do unto me. And I remember this teaching. First, remove the plank from your own eye before you try to remove the sliver from your brother. This is also found in the Bible. You know, he without sin cast the first stone. These are all teachings that I was taught or were words that came from Christ and are in the Bible. And this is my answer to those people, is the fact of these people that are putting out hate to you are not part of the true teachings of Christ, because Christ taught to love. And when it comes to anything they say against you, they are not following the true teachings of Christ, because my answer is go do what you want to your body. And even if it's not following what I believe are the teachings of Christ, that's not for me to judge. That is going to be, at the end of my life, I'm going to try to show you love and do best what I feel are the teachings of Christ. And at the end of your life, you will have to answer to God. And this is my answer, is I'm going to follow my teachings and I'm going to show you love and acceptance. But the problem is it's not for me to judge what you choose to do with your life and your path. And this is my answer when it comes to my answer for Christian love. Because I have lived with Muslims. I was embedded with the Iraqis for a year, and I had discussions with them of what I believe when it came to Christ. I listened to them when they talked about, surprisingly, were teachings of Abraham, though they were Sharia. The problem is Sharia law is not, and I say this, and this is where I go when it comes to law. Sharia law should not be the law of the land. Christian law should not be the law of the land. These are laws that should apply to you because you are a Christian. These are laws that should only apply to you because you are a Christian. That is something you chose as a Christian. Sharia law is something that should apply to you because you choose to be a follower of Muhammad. If you are a follower of Judaic law, this is something you should follow because you are a follower of the Jewish laws. There are laws of the land that should be followed because they are the laws of the land. And this is my belief, is you choose to be a follower of that faith, and those are laws that apply to you. These are not laws of the land. So this is where I differentiate between faith-based laws and laws of the land. And these are things that you choose as you choose those paths. So that's my blip on where I think and as much as it pains me to say this, the separation of church and state, because that is not in the Constitution. It says the government shall make no law regarding the adoption of religion. That's what it actually says in the first. So I hope that helps. and again, where I fall when it comes to faith and government. So again, let's all love and live free. Again, I love all you all. I love all my shipmates, and have a super day.